Leaks are causing frustrations and ruining stories Kabam are telling. Frontline MCOC details what it takes to get a 5-star featured hero. And crystal compensation is on the way for those for this mistake. And much, much more. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday. No, I don't look horny. You look horny. Probably one of the weirdest ways I've started off a video. But in any case, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all, and I'll keep this on my head for a little while longer until I get bored of it. But what I'm not getting bored of is the amazing game that's Marvel Future Revolution. If you do want to check out some of the content I'm posting on the channel, then please go and check it out. We're at nearly close to 4,100 subscribers. So also, if you want to get an idea from a free-to-play standpoint how good the game is, please go and check out the channel and see you there. And also, we can't go anywhere without thanking those lovely people that are YouTube members and as well Patreons. You're on screen now. Thank you for keeping that love. Also, those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. That's where we did a lot of my live streaming. We did Call of Duty last night. Thanks for being there. Hopefully do some Marvel Contest of Champions or Marvel Future Revolution tonight. So yeah, go and check it out. Thanks very much to those that give the Amazon Prime free Twitch sub. Also those that give tier 1 subs, tier 2 subs, bits and donations. Thank you for keeping the channel supported and going. And before we go anywhere, just to let you know, this video is indeed sponsored by Robonauts. It's a 2D arcade-like shooting game available on various different platforms like Steam, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and more. The game is incredibly fun, can be played as a co-op or as well as a multiplayer type game. There's also the ability to grab different types of weapons as you go to fire things like flame balls, right the way through to rocket launchers, defeating various different enemies on various different planets, especially as you traverse from one to the other. There's various boss fights and there's lots and lots of fun for you to get on with. I was incredibly surprised how easy and fun the game is, so it's well worth going and picking up. Jumping between planets, fighting weird creatures and saving the galaxy couldn't be any better with this action-adventure game. Also, it's a particularly good thing for me because I'm into really funky music like your Chromios, Jamiroquai's, so having a bit of a soundtrack in the background that is exactly like that is a big thumbs up from me, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Well worth checking out. Go to the link in the description and check out Robonauts today. Next up, and we move on to a very important story, a very scary story at the same time when it comes to what you're buying in the stores. Now, as you know, Kabam don't have this very good track record of things working right when it comes to the stores, and some of the crystals become incorrect, whether or not it's on one hand the drop rate, or number two, in this circumstance, the wrong champions in the described pool of champions. So to kind of put you in a picture, there was something that went into the store that you could buy, that when you bought some units you got yourself some free Cavalier crystals. These were Uncanny Cavalier crystals. But there is a problem with those Uncanny crystals, and that some of the champions within there, which are meant to be labelled as guarantees at least a 3-star X-Man friend or foe champion with a chance to award a 4 or 6-star version, blah 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 blah. It's just the case that some of these champions within it aren't really ones you kind of associate, and as well are not in the listed ones. I mean, we've just seen some, I'm going to double check this, I think it's Joe, yeah, Joe Fixit is not meant to be in there, and there's a Joe Fixit. There's also a King Groot, and as it says there, you know, a chance to award a friend or foe champion, and like, no, not at all. So it looks like these crystals are definitely bugged. And what are Kabam going to do about it? Well, they have responded to this. I like the way that's quite astutely here. I'll shut my mouth and wait for the compensation crystals in a few days. It's funny because it's true. So scrolling down, and we got Kabam Mika saying, hey all, we are looking into this and we'll have a fix as soon as possible. We'll let you know when it is, and we'll work with the team to ensure that we get the correct crystals out to those affected. So that's good, so that people are going to be compensated. It's unfortunately another time where these crystals have, not by drop rates, definitely not by drop rates, but this is something as well that's not gone right with those pesky Cavalier crystals that you seem to buy from the like the deals and stuff. So disappointing right there with that, but hopefully compensation will be out soon. I don't think let's be brutally honest, it could be end of this week or it could be 1 week after, especially with the pace of like stuff like this and how it was last time. So yeah, we'll have to see. Also, for a lot of those that are still very concerned, I will get you an update whenever I can. Especially here, someone saying like, I spent money in order to kind of like get it. Seems to me that our money is wasted and might just ask for refunds. Could be an option. I think they'll probably sort out compensation for this. And well, they will sort out compensation, but it won't be a case like, I doubt you will see it until, as I said, next week. So I'm saying they spent £150 for 15. Also had incorrect champions. Yeah, I'd say wait a week and see if you get the compensation. If not, we'll see what has been answered to by this. Let's move on to Kitty Pryde's arena grind. Now, this is incredibly interesting. If you're not familiar with Frontline MCOC, make sure you check out the link in the description because it's an amazing place for guides, information, you name it, it's there on the site. If you want a full guide of a variant, if you want a full guide of like early progression, if you want a guide on Act 6, you want a guide on anything, you've got it there, as well as crystal tracking, loads of things, the MCC calendar, which we do for the grind show. So yeah, go and check it out. In particular, this is done by Dan, Frontline MCC, my co-host of the Contest Round podcast. And this is all about his process and also the time allocation and lots of other important things when it comes to grinding for a 5-star featured in the featured arena. His write-up is very structured, especially like setting goals. And setting goals is important for you to kind of know like what you can grind out. Dan is a parent, he is a husband, he is a worker, and as well he has to allocate his time. As many of you are watching this video, you might have a lot of busy times in your life, you may not have the time to grind, so you have to set targets each and every day for what you can achieve. So you can see here Thursday, he wanted to target 10 mil, he did 11.7, then he did Friday 19.3, Saturday 29 mil, and then 11 mil on the Sunday, and then finally grand total he did 71.1 mil. He targeted 65 mil, did 71.1. That's really good. That's really good to kind of like understand. There's something that I talk about which is called like your grind per hour, which is always the case when you're doing something like arena. How many points can you theoretically do in a 1 hour stint? And this can be from you looking at, right, well, I can do 565s or 6 stars at rank 2 to X point, or kind of like do X amount of win streak. It's going to be a case like, I'll cover this in a full video at a later date, but the idea of like going, okay, well, I've got 1 hour, what can I get in this hour? And I kind of treat it like that. Yes, there'll be reset times or refresh times, but it's always important to go like, time is more valuable to you than the grind. But then you have to understand that you have to get to about 20 plus mil to upwards of 80 mil, in some cases 170 mil to get a champion. But that's good. That's good at understanding that kind of grind that he does on a daily basis. He understands his reset timers are going, okay, I can grind at 9 AM and maybe I'm doing it at about 5 PM on the same day when everything resets or whatever. Grind pattern, as said here, rounds 1 to 6 with 455 to gain multiplier, rounds 7 to 18 with highest PI champs in descending order, run all 6 stars, run 565 5 stars, run 455 5 stars, run top 3 to 45 5 stars, refresh and boost top 3 6 stars, and then refresh and boost top 3 to 3 5 stars. It's a good process, absolutely. From a unit spend standpoint, ended up spending 3,715 units on the arena grind and gained 235 units back from arena milestones and event rewards. Based on a 5-star cutoff, I probably could have gotten away with spending less than 1,000 units, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Absolutely, especially because this will be the weekend where we could see who is rumored to be arena bots or people that are using other people's account with his account sharing that could be banned, which could really reflect on what the results will be from the new arena. Now, it could be a case as of today, we'll see results, and that could be the pinpoint, but it could be at the weekend as well. The post is an amazing write-up, and I strongly recommend going and giving it a read, especially if you're looking to understand how to get featured champions within the arena, from a process of where you are with your win streaks to also understanding some top tips for grinding out a specific champion in a featured arena, utilizing the superior solo crystals, and as well making sure to keep breaks locked in and rotating, because It's a very grindy process, but at the same time, you have to make your fun as much as possible with that. So put on a movie or a podcast and do all those things as you grind. Leaks, spoilers, and the ruining of a story Kabam are trying to tell. So this is a very important section we need to talk about. And I know in the past I have covered things like leaks of certain like characters as well as boss fights and stuff. And it's something that I won't be covering in the future. There may be a case in a year from now, maybe for whatever reason, I kind of go, oh, this is interesting to cover. But it's when it starts ruining certain things. And I think it's more prevalent this month because Kabam are trying to create a story around what seems to be characters or a character, which has now theoretically been ruined as a result of the spoilers and leaks going out to the community. So, as a lot of you have followed the It Was a Dream series, which, by the way, I do feel lacks in certain ways of having that appeal to players. Maybe there was a way that they could have done some cutscenes at the end of some of the content. Maybe a certain objective has a cutscene. Maybe another one has a cutscene that kind of, like, I don't know, starts teasing stuff. I just think that these in-game mails, unless you're putting something like a little special crystal in order to entice players to get their mental state kind of like involved with it, it just falls flat. And that's why I've been kind of like, oh, there's another one. Maybe there's some clues with it. Maybe there isn't. But I guess that's the thing is, like, unless I want to Photoshop the Krakoan language to the top part or whatever language it is, or I'm going to look into things like the first letter of every thing, like here, going, okay, well, it said no, okay, it's not. I can't go that way in order to get like a clue. But yeah, it's just that kind of level of interest and involvement is not there. And as I said, something like a crystal or a cutscene would be something that would be just more engaging to players. But leaks, as a lot of you know, you have seen it in various different places. You may have known what are the champions coming in next month, which is the big sad because it does ruin this and what Kabam are trying to tell from a story standpoint. And here's the thing, you may not like the fact that there's stories within Marvel Contest of Champions and what they're trying to tell, but at the same time, I guess this is the thing where it's important for why Marvel Contest of Champions is different than other games is they put that level of effort in to create a story behind it. You know, the work that Gabe does and the team to create these stories. It's sad when stuff like this happens, and it's definitely something that, you know, I'm going to learn from in the future to kind of like, okay, should I be working on anything to kind of like leak this or not? And, you know, I'm not going to this time. Because then as well, I've worked on a project yesterday, which is going to be our second video of today, which is called All Current Mystery Champs Revealed 2021 ? Champs, etc, etc. It's just one of these situations, isn't it? If you are still following the story, you know, good for you. You know, and we'll wait, I don't know, another week. And I think that's when the new content announcement's going to be. So that's when the official stuff will be. And then, you know, I don't even know who it's going to be. I probably won't find out until Thursday, Friday time. So, yeah, is what it is. Sad times. But we're going to aim with a positive because we've got Art Corner. And we love a bit of Art Corner. We've got M1 with his amazing Purgatory. That's great. If you remember back when we did Art Corner last time, we had a little bit of the first iteration, and then it's just like, it's gone absolutely amazing. I love that. That is just so well done. Now we've got a few here by RS Manx, who's first of all got this amazing US agent. I think we've seen him before his work when it comes to like the Spider-Man. I think it is, because we've got here his Spider-Man right here, which we featured before. You can follow him at RS Manx, so make sure to do that. He's even done like a Strange Supreme. So I've done the Doctor Strange from What If. If you haven't seen What If, make sure to see it. It's really good. It's really good. Vince Castro seems to be working on a Diablo. He's looking good there. He's coming along nicely in this image. Got a Spider-Man Zombie Hunter from, again, What If. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. Check out the legendary Half, who's drawn this lovely little Cyclops, that lovely little Xavier School Cyclops, and follows it up with a Cosmic Ghost Rider. Very, very nice. F1 goes for a classic Thanos. Man, the before and after, like, look at the effort that goes in there, first of all, to create it. Love that. That's very much comic book-esque. Fantastic work there even. And that has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to check out some other content that's on screen now. Also, some other content over the weekend. And we've got a big week next week where there's loads of crystals being opened. Nice.